Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Mother Superior, horror movie set in the mid 1970s about a woman trying to find something of her past because she's German and the bad guys from World War II had something to do with it. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 11, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. I'm not sure who Mother Superior refers to, because initially I thought, oh, it must be at a convent, because that's, Mother Superior. It appears to be maybe like a metaphor for the Baroness, who the protagonist is hired to care for. And this, I read the write-up on it already. It does take place in 1975. I figured it take place in the past. Wasn't totally convinced by the costumes and the wardrobe or whatever, but the black and white pictures kind of set to that, and the fact that she was looking for files about her dating back to World War II was an indication that, yeah, it would have had to have taken place in the past or she'd be very old. And here's her friend who's telling her to dig deeper because the files are there in the Baroness's house, which was used by the bad guys in World War II for some nefarious purpose when she was born. But then I think it gets into the supernatural, because there seems to be some indication of supernatural activity involving blood, whatever that is, maybe it's a witch type character that she is able to summon. So it's kind of intriguing. I think it's dubbed. I think it was originally in, I'm going to guess, probably German. Mother Superior, Dweller of the Threshold. So I'm going to assume this is a full-length movie. It's kind of, the whole trailer kind of has an odd kind of feel to it. It's a bit creepy and horror-y, but it's not like jump cut, which I kind of like. And I kind of like the subject matter. I think it's kind of creepy, good for a horror movie. Not quite sure if it's supernatural or maybe not supernatural. I think it is. Here's the write-up. 1975, Rosenkreutz Manor. A nurse and her eccentric patient are bound together by a shared longing. The old lady's memory contains the secrets to Sigrun's past. I guess that's the protagonist. The young woman's life force holds the key to the future of the Baroness. So I think it could be good. If I had to break it down into 3 acts, it would probably go something like: first act, Sigrun arrives at the manor house because she suspects there are files there pertaining to her origin, whatever that is. Something to do with the bad guys from Germany, because this takes place after that when she's an adult and the Baroness was probably closer to her age now. So her goal is to find these files. Perhaps they are hunting the bad guys from Germany. This looks like a flashback, perhaps, with the Baroness. It's kind of hard to tell. But there's definitely creepy stuff going on in the house. And this is Sigrun. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And there's a groundskeeper that beheads a chicken and drops the headless chicken on a table in front of her. And it's all very creepy. And she's like, oh. So the creepy elements are kind of there. And the movie, or at least the trailer, is paced in such a way that they're not trying to jump cut you into this. They've got some sort of plan here. I can't quite tell what the plan is here. But the second act, she's working there, trying to get at her files, slowly finding out information as it gets creepier and weirder the longer she stays there. Eventually it culminates, I think, with the Baroness maybe trying to steal her life force and become her, or transfer her essence into her body, maybe. Um, and does she succeed? I don't know. I mean, this is a foreign movie, and it's a horror movie, and it's an independent horror movie. That could very well happen. That could end like in this crazy horror ending. I mean, that would be the most horror ending you could get, right? The protagonist totally loses, and she becomes, I don't know, possessed by this baroness and is forever lost in hell. Um, so I would see this because I find the trailer intriguing if it's not totally comprehensible. Feels like it has the elements. I like the pacing. I like the time period. Um, they seem to have a plan here. The dub, it's dubbed, but for a movie like this, that might be fine. It's not super heavy. It doesn't feel like it's super heavy dialogue in this. It's going to be more of like walking up creepy staircases and peering into dark rooms and stuff like that, as opposed to lots of banter and exchange or anything like that. And even when something scary happens and they talk about, you're not going to have to read. The only time you're going to really need to read the dialogue is the exposition, probably in the first act. So in this case, I don't think the subtitles will be, or the dub will be, a terrible factor. Now, maybe you could, I'm sure somebody watching this is going to be like, oh, this is a German movie and blah, blah, blah. Here's where you can find it. Yeah, post a link if you can. Not if it's an illegal link. But yeah, I kind of like the cut of its jib. Mother Superior. Looks like an independent horror movie to me. And looks like something that would be creepy. Yeah, very creepy. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for a more base take. If you can find a more base take, I say take it. I will be at the Dragon Boat Races tomorrow, starting at 8:30 a.m. Ooh, that's early. We'll be there till about 3 or 4 till the storm blows us away, I guess. Hope to see you there, and we'll see you